Chance hovers over us and announces the poop fest that is coming forward.
No.
Never forget, that's Chance's voice.
It will forever be part of us and our poos.
And our poos. Never forget, never forgive. All right, everybody. We have an absurd amount of interesting topics to discuss in the news dump. A lot of stuff has gone on this week. And the news dump stuff for the people that are on Kick is really poorly formatted. So let me play with this for a second. While we talk about the fact that somebody has figured out a way to bring back Concord, Ross.
No, thank God.
They created private.
An interesting headline there.
Against all odds, Concord is playable again. Yeah, they created private servers and got it to work with Concord. Yeah.
Wow.
Concord has returned.
The big question here: why?
Because you can't play it.
Christmas.
Because they can, I guess, is the.
That has to be it, because by all accounts, the game was so bad that the company removed it.
Well, because lost media is bad media, Jason, and we cannot lose media, especially if it's so terrible it was pulled within 2 weeks. Okay, that is media you have to keep as a monument to the utter retardation of Sony.
Never forget and never forgive.
That's right. That's my 9/11.
I'm not going to forgive them for actually making Concord playable again.
No,
I'm all
they're heroes. That's being just a hero right there. And I know what I'm buying Rhett for Christmas.
Concord?
Yeah.
What am I going to do with it?
You even buy it?
What do you mean? Play it. Oh, there's copies floating around, I bet.
Yeah, a lot of people tried to, oh my gosh. I'm like live editing this for the Kick viewers.
Listen, we fly by the seat of our pants here at the Distracted Gamers podcast, okay?
By the seat of our pants. We are
expert pilots of podcasting.
Yeah. But I just found it really hilarious that people are trying to revitalize the dead.
Thank God.
The dead Concord, which might go down as one of the biggest failures in gaming history. I mean, people talk about the crash of like the failure of ET and Atari. Concord was gross amounts of expensive.
Yes.
They might have all set on fire like over $250 million.
God damn. I love that they just like sent that amount of money to a company and then just kind of didn't check on it, I guess. Because how could they let that game release in such a state? Just completely unappealing in every way.
Well, remember the crazy stories of like totalitarian people in the background that demanded they call them professor and would hold like meetings where they would preach to them about gender politics and stuff.
Yes, that's a good use of time. What do you mean? That's called team building, okay? God.
They were using the vast amount of money of Sony to push their political agenda, to put forward games that would change culture and the minds of people that would access these products, which seems to have been a trend across the board with a lot of these people. And it crashed and burned. And we've got stuff to talk about later where it seems like Asia in general, Japan more specifically, but Asia in general, have all kind of turned against Western stuff because it's been nothing but financial failures for them, because the West has been draining trying to force them in the political direction that the West was going has been, I mean, look at Concord alone.
Yeah, well, and remember the photos from Japan, specifically, of all the used copies of Last of Us Part 2?
That nobody was buying, in Japan.
Yeah, they bought it and returned it, or nobody was buying them, so they had to start discounting them heavy. It's like, oops.
Japan did not care for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Japan did not care for Ghost of Yote. That was more of a Western thing that people liked. They really liked Tsushima, but they did not care for Ghost of Yote. Oh my gosh. I turned off the new dumb thing.
How dare you?
So as Disney's fight with YouTube continued, Disney stock plunged because the YouTube deal still wasn't going through, and their Q4 revenue missed its estimates.
Oops.
Yikes.
It's falling another 7.8% on Thursday after the 8 point whatever the day before, or I think it was a week before it also fell. On top of that, their entertainment division had a decline of like 35%.
Oh my God. Entertainment meaning like the parks, or what? Wait, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. I just remember reading that blurb attached to this. Things are going poorly for old Disney.
So I read at the top there, they had revenue reported of $22 billion, and that's losing them money, or at least that's off estimate. Jesus God.
Oh, by the way, it's trading about 105, 106. A few years ago, it was over 200.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's not good.
I remember when Jessie was around and she'd be like, yeah, but the company's up year over year. It was like, it was over 200.
They fell down the mountain and they're continuing to climb back up the mountain. That's all that's happened.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're going to have a share repurchase program, so good luck for that.
Oh, good signs.
But despite all of this naysaying, at the last minute, yesterday, they came to a deal. A deal has been reached between Disney and YouTube.
Oh.
The TV the TV blackout has ended. Now you might go, why does YouTube care so much? Well, they don't, but Disney needs a place to put ESPN because apparently people really watch ESPN on YouTube. And that was causing a massive issue. And I don't know, is there a vast arrogance with Disney where they think that they could pick a fight with YouTube? It's like, you need their streaming platform. They don't need you.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet there is. I bet you still have some fucking dinosaurs over at Disney who still think that them being a part of and buying ABC makes them the biggest badass on the block.
Well, you want to
no.
Ross, do you want to know how delusional Disney is, at least currently?
Oh no.
I have a very special article I found today. Bob Iger said on a podcast, I quote, that being the CEO of Disney gives you power greater than some prime ministers.
Listen, but I would really love to know where that line is for him. You know what I mean? Where he draws that line. Is he more powerful than the Prime Minister of Gabon? Yeah, probably. Than France, than like Britain or Canada even? No, I don't think so.
This was him giving advice to future CEOs.
So is that like his version of with great power comes great responsibility?
It might be. It really might be.
Just use those Disney death squads kindly, okay?
I mean, one, that's incredibly arrogant.
Oh, you think Bob Iger ain't an arrogant psychopath?
Oh no, he totally is. Which is why I can
took
see
his seventh shower that day.
That. But at the same time, it's like, it's true. But you probably are more powerful than some prime ministers. Some prime ministers that are, obscure and from say third world countries, but
well, listen, he was feeling froggy that day. He had just gotten out of his seventh shower in his office, okay? So
I have a quote for you from Bob Iger as well that might be interesting in this recent. I think it might have been that podcast, but it's recent. I found when I got the job that the interest in Walt and Disney's past was too much reverential.
Oh, wow.
And while there's value to it, I feel if you revere something, then you tend not to want to touch it. You almost want to put it in a museum case for it to stay exactly the way it was. Let's respect our past, but not revere it. It's called Disney!
Which is why we get garbage.
Oh my God,
in the form of
Bob,
entertainment.
baby. What's the name of the company you work for, sweetie? What are you talking about?
We revere Walt's legacy too much.
Yeah, you know what people come to see? They come to see Peter Pan, the Peter Pan ride, Space Mountain, fucking the Pirates of the Caribbean. They're not there for fucking anything else, pal. Anything new.
They should call
Jesus
it Iger Town.
You know, I was a little offended they didn't rename the company to Iger. What an idiot.
The company doesn't exist without Walt. It was not only the creation from his head, but the sheer gumption on his back to carve a park out of the middle of nowhere around an IP that he fabricated on his own.
Oh God! Well, and even him getting into animation is like a story of like attempting and failing and getting screwed over by certain people and stuff just not working out with others. Like it was a long, grueling trek for him. It was not like he wasn't handed the keys to the kingdom. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely. He lost the IP of the original character he created, which he turned into Mickey Mouse later. It was a rabbit originally.
Mm-hmm. Like he was not the case of like, well, there's just nobody else doing it, and I was the first one to do it. No, not at all. Like it was a tough trek for him. It just what a douche. What an absolute asshole.
When you walk into Disneyland, there's a statue of Walt Disney holding Mickey Mouse's hand.
Huh?
The park really is him.
I'm going to be honest. It sort of offends me.
Yeah, they revere this guy too much. His face is in the middle of the park.
Do you think Michael Eisner ever regrets handing the company over to fucking Bob Iger? I would if I was him.
I hope so.
That whole we need to keep this in the family sort of thing.
Oh God. You know, and I'm not saying oh, go ahead, sorry.
If Iger can come back, can't Eisner? Please?
But who are you going to pass it on after that? Because I've heard some of the Disney family, and they are psychopaths.
So he comes in, cleans house.
Yeah, but then you're back at square one anyway.
Who do you hand it off to?
And the thing is, like the nature of Disney as a business from when Eisner left to right now is completely fucking different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Iger's reign was mostly marked by acquisition.
Yeah, he didn't create anything new.
No, he bought. He was the one that acquired Fox. He was the one that acquired Star Wars and Indiana Jones. He also acquired Marvel.
And you know what's interesting is all these acquisitions, not just by Disney, but like this sort of homogenization within that industry, like Hollywood in general, where like just like a few companies are buying up more and more. That's meant there's been less and less product for like the movie theaters to survive on.
Yeah.
Because like once those studios get bought up, like they're probably releasing what, if you're lucky, a half as many films as they were before, probably more like a third.
Yeah.
So
well, it's not even to say
the
that
authors of their own destruction.
Yeah, well, it's not even to say that Disney doesn't have a lot of debt. They do.
What do you mean? $70 billion for Fox? I'm sure that's paid off by now, right?
Disney has approximately $48.5 billion in debt as of the fiscal end of 2024. Their total liabilities is 90.7.
Oh my God, Red! Oh my God!
And we laugh about how WB has like $40 billion of debt or whatever. It's like Disney's not that much better.
No, and I'm not sure that their IPs and everything are in much better condition either.
The damage to Star Wars, the damage to Marvel,
or even just Pixar.
Yeah, Pixar
like Disney
sucks.
Animation in general. Like it's not good.
It's not good.
The parks, they're getting eaten alive by Universal.
They are. Park attendance is down, and the prices for tickets at Disney are going up.
Oh my God! Somebody found, and I don't remember the numbers now, but like an old VHS recording of like an ad for like a bring your family to Disney, and I think it was like 1993, 4, somewhere in there, and even adjusted for inflation, it's so affordable.
Yeah,
like compared to now.
I think the average family goes into something like $2,000 in debt when they go on a Disney trip. Because of travel and hotels and costs and all this. It used to be it was meant to be affordable, but essentially, I think it was during Iger first term that it might have been Chapek too, but they essentially kept raising the price because people would pay it because it's Disney.
Yeah.
And so they just kept upping the price because they knew people would pay it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, well, attendance is still up. So,
like, my family went fairly regularly, like probably every other year, every couple of years, maybe, up until about 2012. And like prices would go up, like that was not unusual to see, but like, and it was expensive, like it wasn't cheap, but it skyrocketed after that. Like, because my mom would look into going again, and she's like, oh my God. Like, and they just ruined everything too. Like, fast passes went from a thing where you go and scan your ticket and then get a little fast pass ticket to like, well, 6 months out from your visit, you can get online and try and get your fast passes for your first day of the week. And then, it's just like, oh no, everything's horrible and shitty.
Well, there's a level above fast pass now if you want to pay more money and go faster in than the fast pass.
Oh my God.
I don't remember what they call it, but like Mega Pass or whatever it is.
Oh, like, because see, Fast Pass went from something where it's like, yeah, if you're dedicated, if you show up to the park early, you can go and get a Fast Pass, and it wasn't based on how much money you spent; it's on if you showed up early.
Well, to be fair, before that, it was exclusive VIPs would get Fast Passes.
Yeah.
And then people complained, and it became more widely accessible.
Yeah, they put in the little kiosks by the certain rides, the popular ones.
Well, I used to work for a senator as an intern back in the day, and I knew one of the ladies that worked at the Senate office. She knew some people and whatnot, and they went to Disney, and she told me, this was before it became widely accessible, that they were given fast passes because of their connections, and they went through and they could get in immediately going through the fast pass line. That their kids got through Indiana Jones, ran all the way around, got directly in, and were able to go twice before some people even went in through once. Because the lines were so long.
Yeah, I was saying, it's been to Indiana Jones, especially Disneyland. The lines are enormous.
Well, and she saw that, and she saw her kids do that, and after their second time run through, she was like, "We need to stop. It's really making us look like horrible people," because they could see their kids just run past and go through again.
Oh, boy, brass.
Yeah, she felt bad.
Yeah, because she's not a psycho.
Also, weirdly enough. One of the guys in the office, his son did the voice for Nemo in the Finding Nemo ride.
Oh,
weirdly enough, I knew his dad, the kid who's the voice for Nemo and Finding Nemo at Disneyland. You were going to say, Jason?
Crazy.
I went to a local theme park, and one of the things that I appreciate about the local theme park, do we want to address the elephant in the room? Okay. One of the things I liked about the local theme park is when somebody was like, "Do you have fast passes for this ride?" They just looked at him and said, "No."
Don't be stupid.
Get in the back of the line. Everybody gets to go through. You go through at the same time as everybody else.